You're very welcome to this week's Monday Matters. And in this week's Monday Matters, I want to talk about setting up and starting your own business. So I suppose the very first part of that would be to look at what you're going to do for your business, like whether you're going to sell products or services. And then what we need to do is choose a business type. So in Ireland, there's three really main types of businesses. There's a sole trader, which means you set up on your own and there's just one person in the business, or you could have employees in the business, but you're solely responsible. The second thing is a partnership, which means that you and somebody else set up a business together jointly, and you're responsible for each other's you're equally responsible, or whatever, to share a partnership to each other in the business. And the third main type is a limited company. Now, if you set up a limited company, it's a separate legal entity. It stands on its own 2 feet, and it offers a huge layer of protection to the shareholders or the owners of the business. The next thing you need to do is you need to get your businesses registered for taxes, and it could be various tax headings like corporation tax, VAT, PAYE, and any other taxes applicable to your particular type of business. And this is a relatively simple procedure, but it can only be done after the business is set up. We then look at opening a business bank account. Now, this opening a business bank account there is a bit in this, and it's not as simple as it seems. In terms of the administration side of it, it's probably one of the more difficult things to do in setting up your business, getting your bank account opened. There is some online bank accounts that you can do, and there is your traditional AIB and Bank of Ireland accounts that you can set up here in Ireland. And once you can do that after you have the stages of choosing your business type and the tax registration and the RBN registration. And the RBO registration of business owners has to be done to open a bank account now. We then look at as both of those are going along, I would urge you, probably just after you have the idea to start a business, is talk to your insurance broker. Now, a general insurance broker is somebody who insures your cars, and have a conversation with them. It is really important to do this very, very early, and probably even just before you start your business. Talk to a broker and find out if what you're doing is insurable, and get an idea of the premiums available for public liability, employer's liability, and whatever particular insurance you're looking at for your business type. Also, if it's a company, ask them about directors and officers policies. It offers an extra layer of protection for yourselves. We are then going to look at branding, marketing and customer and CRMs, and creating your offer. 3 more areas that are in the setup of your business. Getting your brand right is so important in today's world, and there's very good people out there who will help you with the brand, and there is places online where you can design your own brand. I mean, Canva is a really, really good place to go to get an idea of what you want. Having your branding and colour schemes and everything is a really good start of it. It gives you that sense of being in business, and it gives you that sense of professionalism, and you can, even if you're a small business, you can look really professional with a good, nice brand and a decent business name. But don't overthink the business name. What marketing is creating information to give to your customers to get them to look at your products or services. I have customer relationship management, and it's otherwise known as a CRM. Now, a CRM in business is one of the most important things as well that you will have. It's a list of all your leads and your customers, and it's a really, really important thing to have. And there's many, many good CRMs out there in the marketplace at the minute. HubSpot has a free CRM, and it's quite adequate to do if you're setting up and getting going in a business. Then we look at creating your offer. Now, creating your offer is, what I mean by that is that, what are you actually selling? And if I'm come to you, can you tell me in 30 seconds what you do, what you're selling, and what you're offering, and the price of it and the cost of it? This is a place where a lot of people are very, very weak, and a lot of people don't really focus in on it. So if you are an electrician, are you just doing domestic? Are you doing commercial? Are you doing refitting houses? Are you doing... So understanding within your trade or profession or whatever you do, what are you actually... what area are you specifically focusing in on, and what's your main area you'd like to get customers in. That is a really, really, really important, and there is very, very good help out there as well to understand that. We then are looking at the legal and regulatory requirements. Now, we have your company and your tax regulatory requirements covered off through talking to someone like us, an accountant, because we can cover off the main areas of company law for you and make sure that all of that is set up properly and that you're properly registered for taxes, etc. There may be specific regulations depending on the industry that you're in that you need to pay very close attention to, and you need to understand if you're a solicitor, there's different regulations. If you're an accountant, if you're a doctor, if you are a locksmith, for instance, there's regulations, security regulations that you have to go through. So understanding the regulations in your own area is also very, very important. We then get into the financial part of it, really, and for the financial part of it, what we're talking about is accounting and bookkeeping and getting that set up, and the bookkeeping is critical as well. But we can have a lot of this automated now with artificial intelligence and apps that are out there to help you really focus in on what you're really good at in the business. And then the business planning and budgeting. They're two very, very separate things, planning your business and a budget. But having a business plan at the start of the business to give you an understanding of what's possible in the business, again, and it covers all areas of your business, like, you know, it will cover getting your customers, it should cover what you do. It's a really good, solid kind of a book for yourself to have about what you're going to do in your business, and it gives you something to aim for. Budgeting is looking at the costs in your business, and I talk extensively in other areas about budgeting. It's a secret art and it's a secret sauce, and people pay no attention to it really, and some people do it and it's a once and done, but it should be done and continually looked at ongoing in your business, because you will become very wealthy if you look after your budgeting. The other thing then I'm talking about is seeking professional advice. There is a lot of help out there for people starting up in business. There is a lot of areas within your business for mentoring, and there's local enterprise offices, there's accountants, there's any area that you're looking to cover off in your business. There's loads of help out there. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask somebody that's done the business that you've done. Pick their brain. Ask them, can you bring them out for a cup of coffee or a pint or whatever it is, and just tell them what you're trying to do. And people genuinely are trying to help people, but a lot of people don't ask. And I will also finish off by saying there's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to run your own business. There's never been as much help and opportunity out there at the moment. There's a lot of naysayers out there will say, oh, you're mad, there's all these problems and that. Like everything else you do, you have to work at it. But it is very, very rewarding, and it's a really, really good time to set up your own business. Thank you. Talk to you soon.